second down and goal. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
They'll motion over Pierce. From the gun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Nix. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Colts out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Go offense. Get a touchdown, baby. Get a touchdown. I believe in you, offense.
Throw it. Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Completing this one to Downs. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Richardson. Quick throw taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On first down, it's Richardson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
No score.
They'll motion over Pierce. Throwing on second down, Richardson. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Tight end going in motion here. To throw, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
All right, boys, let's keep it up.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's next to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Keep up with our attack. Downfield. He's been open all day. Let's go, oh! Let's go, oh!
They'll run it with Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go again with Williams. And the Broncos are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Anthony Gould now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. first and 10. Throwing is Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll motion over Pierce. Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Nix. He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Nix. That one late over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. motion man here is Mitchell. They send the tight end in motion. Richardson gonna look to throw. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. And back to it here. The third quarter underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Jamin Davis there to make the play. Second down and 8. Richardson to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of first.
Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Now this is a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st down, here's Nick's to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. DeForest Buckner brings him down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd down. Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Good running on display there, taking it to the 5, but now it is 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They send him right out of the slot. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Gould on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Richardson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On second down, Richardson. Pass right side to down. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd and 2. A designed run. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up. The Colts about to kick this one away. Now to throw it here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Get 6. Make some good plays today.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Keep it rolling.
Throwing. Nix. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Defense, you gotta make a play here. Keep it moving.
On the give, it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Up the offense. Keep it up. Let's get out of here with a win. This is our game to win, offense.
To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
On first down, it is Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nick. This is intercepted. Into space. Inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6. But he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Tie game. 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Richardson operating from the pistol. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or 2 shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
Second down throw for Richardson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
From the gun, Richardson. And he's in. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Nick snap on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. Into space at the 45. And he is going to be out of bounds. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This one complete to Jordan. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Quick throw, taken in. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A give, and here comes Williams. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Throwing is Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. On the ground, Williams. He slams it in there, and he is in. Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's first and 10. Downs goes in motion. Here's Taylor. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Downs goes in motion. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. The motion man here is Mitchell. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Looking middle, and he's got down. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
They still have all three timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. They'll go with Taylor. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd down and 3. Richardson, gonna look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this has been a team that all year just has this ability to never give up and finish games at the end. When chips are down, they're at their best, and that's the key to NFL football. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be good when it matters.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that...
And that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over.